Part two in this mug. They kicked me out. I'm waiting on my people to come back in. I ain't gonna sit here and look at y'all all quietly like 99% of the creators do that be live. I'm gonna have something engaging to talk about. What we gonna talk about, y'all? My phone about to die. My water cup is empty. I already knew, Rebby. I'm on the wrong phone today. The phone that I typically use, I got to charge it up. So every time I'm on the normal phone, I get kicked out. Go figure. Reb, the short I'm dropping tomorrow, make sure you pull up to it. All right? You know what I'm saying, son? That's pretty much all I got, though, y'all. I ain't going to kill y'all with the tool. Monique back in the building. Hands to the ceiling. Thank you for coming back. They kicked me out. I don't know what it is like about this phone specifically, but I get kicked out 1 billion times. And then when I use the other phone, I don't get kicked out. So that phone was clearly less charged than this one. So, and I try to keep one of them charged just so I can like talk on the mic. I don't know, man. But my phone about to die now, so. Story of my life. Let's just go ahead and do this. Hold on, y'all. Let me get set up, y'all. All right, let me charge this phone. There we go. Ow. When I take the mic away, I feel so weird, man. I feel like, dang, man. I feel like I should be talking in the mic right now. It'd be so weird when I'm not talking in it. I feel ghetto. I feel a little ghetto a little bit because I don't have the mic. Let me get set up a little bit for y'all. There we go. There we go. Zoom in on them, Natalie. I haven't been zoomed in on today. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for y'all, man. I was literally about to leave the other live, but I got disconnected. What else y'all got? Y'all don't got nothing else. I don't got nothing else for y'all. I think it's because, like, I started, like, 2 videos. And when I do all that, like, I don't know, like, you know, sometimes girls really run out of things to say, you know? Sometimes your girl runs out of things to say. Rev, I know you didn't catch it because I started it on the last live. I think they still in. Go in there, Monique, and let them know. Can somebody slide over and just be like, hey, y'all, Natalie went live again because they kicked her out. So pull back up if y'all don't mind. I don't know. If y'all mind, I get it. But if y'all don't mind, I would appreciate it, right? But I was saying, Rev, that I didn't go into the full details. Like, I went to work last night or yesterday for overtime. And when I went to work, looking fly. Thank you, VSG. Thank you for pulling up, cuz. Long time no see. I was praying for someone. That's why I missed it. No, you're good. But I'm saying that I went to work last night. And this is the strange encounter that I encountered. I went to work yesterday day. Thank you for the 100. Chelsea, thank you for pulling up. And when I went to work, I went in during day shift. And there's a manager that I never known because, you know, I work night shift. So when I go in, I went in 2 days this week. First day I went in and I say to them when I go in, you know, hey, how are you guys doing? My name's Natalie. I typically work night shift, right? I signed up for overtime and I was wondering where you needed me to work. That's how I usually talk, y'all, for real. And so these 2 managers look at each other and then they just look away. Promise you, no line. So I said, you know, why? Like, do y'all know where I'm going to go? They were like, oh, they said, oh. Give us a second. You know, we're wanting to see. Thank you, Monique, for sliding over. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, for real. And I said, all right. They said, well, we're waiting on we're waiting on our team to show up first so we can staff them. And then we're going to tell you where you're going. So then I said, all right, so you want me to just wait? Like, not being sarcastic, but what do you want me to do? I said, so you want me to just wait around? And once you have, a head count of who's showing up on, day shift, then you'll tell me where I'm going. And they just said, yeah. So then that's when, the sarcastic Natalie clicks in. And I just said, okay, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Thank you. Extra thank yous. You feel me? All that stuff. So finally, they said, well, do you know how to do this, this, and this? I said, yeah, I can do all of those. And they said, well, go do this. And I said, thank you again for letting me know. Skirt, fast forward. I'm not going to make it into a big deal because it was a mini shift. It was only 4 hours and 30 minutes. So, the following day, I go in again. Same management. No way. Let me get back to this forklift before I get fired. Yes, Donnie, we can get you fired, baby. Go back to work. Have a safe day. What? Rev, listen, I look like Oprah. Shout out to Oprah. Shout out to Big Harpo. You feel me? Happy New Year's, sis. Terry, Happy New Year's. Mark says, I need a hobby. I'm doing my hobby right now. I love talking to people, Mark. Hey, Mark. Thank you for listening. Mark. So, part 2. I go in, same managers, and I give them the same introduction. This today on part 2, they acting like they got some sense. Oh, thank you, Natalie. You feel me? Fast forward. I go to my station, and they have priority orders. This is Amazon. And I'm realizing, like, I'm at my wall, like, there's 2 items that are pushed forward, and I feel as though, I'm missing an item. Priority. It has to get to this customer. I go to one of the managers and say, hey, is my wall closed? Because, and he's on the phone. Boy, I don't know. He's like, do you mind that I'm going to send somebody there? Fast forward. After break, I go up to the other manager and I just said, greetings. I don't know where, if you guys want me on the same wall. And he just says, greetings. So I said, did I say something wrong? And the other manager, this is a different manager, not from earlier. He's like, what's wrong with greetings? And he said, oh, well, I just feel like it's like something an alien would say. And I'm like, all right, bro, where do you need me to go? And then I had a New York hat on yesterday. And so he says, are you from New York? And I said, no, I'm not. I'm from Kentucky. And he's like, oh, because I'm from New York. And I'm like, all right, like, where do you need me to go? Oh, do you mind going to wall? Like, I don't know. I think really what it be is, I don't know. I think what it really be is they're trying to like categorize me. You feel me? Or they're trying to put me in a category. I don't know. To me, it's weird. I don't know. It's weird. But like I said, this is normal for me. I don't know. This is normal behavior for me. I don't know what their problem is. I'm trying to figure out. I think they're trying to figure out who I am And like, to be real, like, you know, the second day after they closed my wall down, we had like 2 minutes until break. And he's like, Natalie, walk up to the front and get a scanner and come back here and start counting. By that time, what? By that time, what? It's going to be break time. Ardeline, baby, I know you want my attention. I'm going to give it to you, all right? Stick your hand out. Bow. Time out. When you going to come back, we don't know. You're going to have to figure it out, right? I think they be wanting to know who I am, though, or something. Something's not adding up. I don't know. It seems weird to me, man. I mean, are you Aquarius? No, I'm not Aquarius. Nah. Leo in the building. Big Leo energy. Definitely a beautiful flower. I really appreciate it. Yeah, greetings. I don't know. What's so wrong with greetings? So, explain, because I really feel like, I don't think they don't know me at all. They don't know who I am, you know? They don't know I do videos. They have no idea who I am. I really think, honestly, you know, AB might be have the nail with the hammer. I think it's like me being attractive and them being in their ego, that they don't know how to have a normal conversation. I think the way I move, you know, my confidence, I think the way that I talk, because I don't talk like, you feel me? Like, I'm not, where I'm going to be at. I'm going to talk to you like, hey, greetings, hello, my name is, where would you like me to go? You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe they have a way stereotyping me that they think I'm going to be a certain way. And I think the way I move, the way that I am, that it makes them, I don't know what's going on. They didn't kick me out again. Looking like a bag of money, a little bit. Either a bag of money or a subway worker, you feel me? I really appreciate it. You said look fly in the green. Yeah, it's probably, it's weird to me, man, but a lot of people here are like that. A lot of people in Florida, to me, in Tampa, have that kind of energy. I don't know. It's weird. But I really think what I thought about doing is, I really think what I'm going to do is like go part-time and then work like a mandatory, like not like, just have the mind frame of put in like 1 10-hour shift a week. Because realistically, that's around the same amount of hours that I'm getting. And I think I'm really like dragging myself, like getting off work, picking my daughter up, taking her to school, coming home, picking her back up at the bus stop. I think I'm really like dragging myself. I'm not getting enough rest. Oh, yeah, probably the meth, and probably nice weather equals good energy. That ain't good energy. Is that good energy? You think so, T-Money? Thank you for coming back, T-Money. I know they kicked me out. They might kick me out again, too. So happy birthday to Jenny. 20 years old. Jenny's 20? No way. Jenny turned 20 today? Shout out to Jenny. Andrew in the building, hands to the ceiling. I don't know who Jenny is, y'all. I'm just being sarcastic. But thank you for pulling up Wonton and letting me know today was her birthday. What do you think it is, Rev? It's weird though, right? When I tell my husband, he's like, man, just stop complaining and go to work. You complain too much. I don't really think it's me complaining. I think it's me addressing the common denominator. Something is weird here. Something weird is going on. And I think I would be dumb to not point out the obvious. You feel me? Let's say something happened at work. Something bad happened. You feel me? Now, if I didn't have the paper trail of saying this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, then it would look like, dang, where did this bad thing come from? But if I'm just acknowledging that the events are weird, I'm just acknowledging I don't think it's really complaining. I mean, because it doesn't stop me from going in. It's not going to stop me from quitting. I wouldn't quit anyway because I make like decent money. You feel me? If I went somewhere else, it's probably lining it up for making less money and more weird behavior. You feel what I'm saying? Hi, I'm new to the last chat. Andrew, thank you for coming back. Is your name Andrew or Zayden? Like the live. Y'all like the live. I don't think that you're complaining. Best financial advice. I'm not financially stable to give you the best financial advice. Baseline, I think that you might want to pull up to another content creator that preaches finances. But me personally, right now in my life, I don't think you would want to take advice from me if I'm not financially where I need to be at. I'm being real, bro. Or you can listen to me, but if it backfires and you lose all your money, don't say I didn't warn you. You feel me? You're probably seeing a woman in green and you think, she got on the color of money. I know she got some good financial advice, but unfortunately I don't. I 100%, appreciate you believing in me. The 800,000 people that I've blocked since day one went and told the YouTube feds. I don't know if it's someone kicking me out, Terrence, or I don't know if it's just, I don't know. What really like baffles me is that, I used to follow this guy that would go live in his car. And he'll go live for like 13 hours. And he don't get interrupted. So I'm wanting to know, what is triggering me to get kicked out? I mean, at the end of the day, it don't matter because I got some loyal people who hop around and find me again. Shout out to you guys for following me. Money don't equal wisdom. I know some dumb. A lot of men feel like, though, Antonio, maybe one day it might pick up. You feel me? But a lot of men feel like if they have money, that they can get any woman because they got money. And I don't necessarily agree with that, because I feel like, let's say you do got some money. Is there not someone who will have more money than you? Are you not worried that she'll leave you for somebody else that has more money than you? You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Like I said, sometimes it's just me just saying it because they don't want to listen to me. So, but there's always someone who's going to have more money than you. And what makes you feel like if you was to lose all of your money, she would stay with you? I don't know. That's just the way I be thinking. You're mad nasally? What does that mean? They could get plenty of women, the weak-minded ones. They could. But they got a weak mind frame. You feel me? Staff in the building, hands to the ceiling. I never let a person know what I have, because then the plot thickens. True. Yeah, we talked about it one day. I don't know it's really hard to tell this story because, I got to be anonymous about everybody that's in the story. But to like sum it up, there's somebody I know that borrowed a significant amount of money from somebody. And the person he borrowed the money from has this person on their like financial things. But they borrowed so much money. We're literally talking a lot. And That right there just proves the point that you just said. When someone knows how much money they got, that you got, they know how much they can get from you. You feel what I'm saying? We're talking more than 20,000 he's borrowed from him. Borrowed more than 45,000 from borrowed, but it's because when they know how much you got, they feel like, well, they got it. You feel me? I have to think more about it and pray about it. They be counting your pockets. Yes. They be counting your pockets. Yeah, I know. I just don't know the point of it, Rev. Like at the end of the day, it doesn't stop me from going into work. But it's like, why is it so much weird behavior, bruh? Luigi in the building, stop it. I said, hey, for St. Patrick's Day, I'm ready. I'm ready for St. Patrick's Day, man. I usually don't wear green on green. Typically, I would get like a black shirt or a white shirt would go good with it too. Wonder that what kind of baddie can I get with an Applebee's gift card? Hey, you can get any kind of baddie. I like Applebee's. Applebee's is good to me. But you know, it was trending a couple, like last year, maybe the year before, they were like, a lot of these restaurants, like women don't want to go to on first dates. Like Cheesecake Factory was on there, Applebee's was on there, Olive Garden was on there. A lot of, like, and I'm like, boy, I eat all of that. But these women now are, they've been listening to too much Megan Thee Stallion. I used to mess with this woman. I helped pay her rent one time. She thought it was my job to pay it every month. Yeah, I think, oh my God, that women are bugging. No coffee dates. Yeah, remember what I said? I think first date, if it was up to me, if I was a man, I'll take you to get coffee. I'll take you to Starbucks because I feel like we can go inside. You know, we could talk. I want to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? So either the coffee's really hot and you're going to have to take your time to drink it because I'm trying to get to know you. I think if you spend $300 on the first date, you bugging. Now, I don't got $300 to pay on the first date, but I feel like a lot of women, you know, I'm talking from me being a woman. A lot of women want to say, I went to Ruth Chris, but yet I can't afford it. I got Billy to take me to Ruth Chris. So I think first date, if I was a man, I would take you to Starbucks. And if she don't want it, baby, that's your sign that she ain't for you. That's your sign. That's your red flag. Like, nah, she's using me for money. I say Starbucks or I say Cold Stone Creamery. We're getting some ice cream because you can't rush to get ice cream. You got plenty of time. In the wintertime, too. You got plenty of time to talk to that woman to know who she is. The green and yellow A's fitted would have crushed it. Oh, yeah, but, you know, I like to be different. It would do it, but this is like urban. I always forget. It's like urban, the E stands for something. I can't remember, y'all. But it would have crushed it. BSG, you are absolutely correct. Grand Rising, Miss Lady. Happy New Year. May I ask you a question? Pookie Monster, if you're going to be respectful, I feel like with that name, I ain't trying to judge you before you speak, but it sounded a little suspicious, homie. They want you to pay for their time. Yes, ma'am. They want you to pay for their time. They want you to pay for their rent. They want you to pay for their gas. And I think that's what makes me different. I've always been like extremely independent. I've always been a go-getter. You feel what I'm saying? Precious in the building. Hands to the ceiling. Thank you for pulling up, Precious. First date skating, Movies or something simple. Maybe dancing. Yeah, maybe that, but I want to talk to you, baby. I want to know where your mind is. I feel like at a movie, I can't get to know you because the movie's playing. Skating, I don't know how to skate. So you're going to spend the whole night picking me up. We ain't going to be able to talk. You know what I'm saying? What else you say? Dancing. We ain't going to be able to talk because I'm going to be too busy. You single? No, I'm not. Church is chicken. I love me some church is chicken now. But I want to like know what kind of mind frame you at, man. People are messed up. People are so wild. Feeling the green. I appreciate you, precious. They call me Luigi. They call me the guy off the Lucky Charm box too. The leprechaun. Like and sub only if you're going to come back. Enjoy it. Really appreciate you. What about a walk in the park? I really think a walk in the park, yes. I really think a walk in the park, yes. I say when it's cold, baby. I wanna bring it out. Starring Jesse Christ. Thank you for pulling up, cuz. Are you black? Why? What about the horse and carriage ride? That's really nice. That Cinderella type. I really like that. I think, yeah, I just feel like the first date you should be wanting to know where somebody is. You know what I'm saying? Mentally. I seen this. I was telling my daughter, like, I seen this. Boy, this is so deep. I know y'all can relate to it. But I seen like a short. My homie shared it. Mr. LSU. He shared a short saying, it's really hard to believe a man that has not raised their kid. And a lot of these men who are absent from their child's life, you know, for whatever reason, that don't raise, then these same men want to give somebody advice on something. To me, it's hard for me to listen to a man that can't raise their kid. That's deep. You feel me? Like, why does your opinion even matter if you can't even raise your child? You feel what I'm saying? People got to feel comfortable before the hard questions. I think people are so manipulative that they lie to tell you whatever they want you to think that the answer is. At least that's my case. Definitely, I agree. The way you have plenty of time to talk. Yeah, I want you to talk, baby. Let me know who you are. First date, walk in the park during nice weather, wintertime, then the library or a small coffee shop. That sounds nice too. I tried sitting at the park with my date. I got stung by a bee. No! What happened? Did you stay on the date, T-Money, or did you end the date early? Maybe a museum during winter or event where we can connect. I agree. That is deep, isn't it? I'm glad I don't have kids because I know I don't want the responsibility. So I just don't have them. Man, shout out to you. I feel you 1000%. But I know a lot of men who are just absent fathers and they feel like they can have an input. If you can't be in your kid's life, why should I value anything you got to tell me? Boy, I remember I was 18. I met this guy, this is before I had any kids. And I was working at Toys R Us. And this guy to me was so weird, man. He was so weird, but he had like 4 kids. And, you know, I'm very like, even at that age, I was like, well, how many baby mamas you got? And he had told me like 2 or 3 of them. But anyway, I still went on a date with him. He was just so weird that like, yeah, the whole car ride, I couldn't even remember where we went, but he was just completely quiet, like quiet. Like he didn't say anything. But it didn't last. It was the first date. It was the last date. Getting acquainted. Wrap it up if you can. Back it up. Shout out to you, Lil Penny. Oh yeah. Yeah, he had like 4 kids, 3 babies mamas, and like I wanted to say, like, clearly, me being 18 with no kids, working at Toys R Us, every man that came in there most likely, had kids. But during that time I wasn't about, dating men with kids. But he was just kind of weird because he didn't say anything. Like the whole car, y'all know I like to talk clearly. So I can't personally be with somebody that don't talk. Like it's a red flag for me. It's for me. But I can't remember where we went, but I just wound up going on the date anyway because I was 18 and I didn't have anything to lose. I want to say he was like 21 or 22 or no older than 25. But anyway, yeah, he got like 3 kids. Nat with the stacks. We got Stashy with the cashy. I pull up to my red flag. Like, nah. Should have ignored him as soon as he said that. I should have, but I found out later on the date that he had 3 kids. Clearly, like I said, I knew he had kids. He's in Toys R Us, Typically, those people got kids. I'm too quiet. I'm quiet too sometimes. It depends on the chemistry. I'm scared for one woman to have my kids, let alone multiple. I couldn't do it. And y'all, so my husband has 1 kid with somebody else, but like typically I don't date men. I've dated guys with kids. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of weird for me. Me personally, because a lot of these people don't like raising their kids. He was shy. He wanted to do, I ain't doing all the talking, T-Money. Come on. A date is about getting to know somebody. And if you're quiet that whole time, he was just extremely quiet. And I think like we couldn't really even talk on the phone because he was like awkwardly quiet. And I'm like, well, how do you got 3 kids, bruh? How you got that? He was shy. Ella, what's good with your family? Ain't that much going on over here in these streets, I decided to pull up. I was like hopping around. I was trying to do what you said to do, Stashy with the cashy. I be like trying to connect with people who go live, but a lot of them weird, man. I gotta have some kind of connection with somebody for me to like connect and show support. And I was just like strolling up. I got some people who had their chats were on swole, and I got some people who didn't have that many people in their chat. And I was like, let me do what Stashy with the cashy suggested. Let me engage. You feel me? Support somebody. They support me. But they all were weird. And I tried to sometimes. I was like, let me, break the ice. You feel me? And start a conversation with them. They were weird. I don't know. It takes a lot for me to like somebody. Maybe it's me. LOL, I don't work with females. It's too much. What do you mean? You don't do work with females? I don't do work females. What? I don't do work females. What do you mean? Like work with them? You don't work with people that you where you are. A lot of them were weird though, Stash. A lot of them. It was a guy that was sitting down in his car on live in a Walmart uniform. That's not weird, but he was eating like a chicken strip basket and he had sauce on his face. And I was like, let me say what's up to him. I was like, what's up? Happy Sunday. And he was just being weird. But the first guy was what really illustrated how weird